Okay, so I don't really want to talk about this pay-per-view, honestly. I don't know, it wasn't like a terrible pay-per-view, but I think it's going to go down as like one of the worst of the year. I mean, I think Mania is probably, I mean, like, I don't even consider, it's kind of like with Mania, there's a lot of good fucking matches, but overall, the pay-per-view was just like, it was just like a weird, disjointed pay-per-view, and I feel like this is kind of the same situation here, except you just have worse matches. I thought the pay-per-view started off hot, though. The Tag Team Championship match was fucking great. It was match of the night, and then, and we have new Tag Team Champions. New Day fucking lost to Cesaro and Sheamus, which I never would have thought that would be the team that beat them. Yeah. And also, you want to know another reason why I don't want to fucking, doesn't even hear me go fucking slowly around a corner. Another reason why I don't want to fucking review this show too long. Because it's fucking snow and ice out every single road you go on. So, yeah. It's kind of shit. Yeah, it's kind of shit to drive. And especially in neighborhoods where they don't plow the snow that well. It's like, I kind of can't really do a whole pay. Now you could say, why don't you do it at home? I like doing it while I'm driving around, you know? It's just kind of fun. And I'm just kind of scared to drive around. I don't know if scared's the word, but I'll drive around for a little bit. I'll drive around for 10 minutes. Not the usual 30, though, because, I don't know. There's also just not much to talk about. I don't even know what happened after the tag team match. I think it was Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman. But I think I'm missing a match. I don't know. I don't remember what happened. All I can remember was there's Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. And then there was the Cruiserweight match. Am I missing anything there? I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I am. I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing. I just feel like I am missing something. I for sure am, aren't I? Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. But overall, this show was just really weak. It was just a weak show. There wasn't much to it. Storylines didn't really seem to progress. The only thing that progressed was Jericho coming back to Kevin Owens. Or coming back, but becoming Kevin Owens' best friend again. Yeah, that was the thing that happened. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Like, it was kind of predictable. Like, I don't know. I don't even think it was that predictable. That was the crazy thing. Like, it was just such a... It was just such... I don't even know what to say. It was just such a weird thing to do. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Tag team match was good. It was probably best match of the night. Like an 8 out of 10. I think I gave it a 7, but I'm going to give it an 8. Because it was good. Compared to everything else in this fucking show, it was good. And it wasn't like the rest of the matches were bad or anything, but everything else was just so mediocre. Everything else was just so okay. Like, I think there was a match before this, or after this match, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. So Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman, 10-minute time limit. The match was fine, and then it picked up towards the end, and then Sami Zayn tried to beat... I like the end where where Sami Zayn tried to beat Braun Strowman. That was his whole goal. He tried to beat him, and he almost did. Technically, he did win, but I guess they're going to set this up later on for a feud to where Sami Zayn's going to actually try to beat Braun Strowman, but it's just probably not going to happen. Then we're going to have Roman versus Braun for the U.S. title at Mania, is what I'm assuming. And then, then I don't remember what happened after this. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a match here, but the only other thing I remember is the Cruiserweight match between T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick, and Rich Swann, which the match was fine. Throughout I should have said this earlier, but a theme throughout the whole night, besides the first match, was this crowd did not give a fuck about anything going on in the show. They just did not. They didn't know how to react to anything. They were the most silent fucking crowd I ever heard. Pittsburgh is known for having terrible crowds. Besides Rumble 2014 and besides Raw, the Raw earlier this year after the draft, which was the best Raw all year, and maybe one of the handful of good ones this year. And here's the thing, I hate on WWE, but I have thoroughly enjoyed most of their pay-per-views this year. Honestly. The only ones I haven't enjoyed were the 4-hour ones. I looking back on it, I kind of actually enjoyed Survivor Series. That was probably the best one out of the 4, probably, maybe. I think maybe I enjoyed Mania more just for the spectacle. But Mania and SummerSlam were 2 of probably my least favorites. And like, I can't even say they were bad shows. That's the thing. And like, the Fastlane was pretty bad. That's probably one of the worst ones. And then Clash of Champions was pretty bad too. But even then, they had good matches on each show that I can go back and still watch. Like, I can go back on some of these bad shows that I consider bad shows, and I can still watch them. Like, let's take a look. Royal Rumble, good. Fastlane, whatever. WrestleMania, in the middle. Payback, really good. Extreme Rules, probably this and Battleground is pay-per-view of the year. And then Money in the Bank, really good. Probably in the top 5, maybe top 3. Fucking Battleground, again, like I just said. SummerSlam, meh. Backlash, pretty good. Main event was great, which really kind of like makes the show even better when your main event is fucking great. Clash of Champions, probably maybe one of my least favorite ones, but still had Cesaro and Sheamus, which was really good, and some other matches which were really good. What was the other match I'm trying to think of? I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Sammy, other matches. What am I trying to think? What was the next pay-per-view? No Mercy. That was a pretty good show. Don't know why they put Orton and Wyatt last, but still a good show. Hell in a Cell. Oh, they had a really great match between Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Sasha, and Charlotte. Started off good, but ended shit. And then everything else was okay. So, like, there was, like, a couple of great matches in there. And I guess you kind of expect that with bad shows. But a lot of times with other companies, like TNA, for example, when they put on a bad show, everything's terrible. And even with WWE in past years, I've said, like, a lot of their shows that are really, really bad, like, they've just been terrible, but they had no good matches. Like, I can think of maybe, I don't know, last year. I don't know, like, just had a lot of really crappy matches. This year, though, like, just like every single match, every single pay-per-view was like good. It was actually good. And this pay-per-view was and like this year, like the same thing. Survivor Series, I kind of actually give it a thumbs up. TLC, I give it a thumbs up. This, I don't know. I'm like in the middle. It's probably one of the least favorite shows of the year. Then we had the Cruiserweights, whatever. I'm probably missing a match. I'm jumping all over the place, and I'm sorry. I do this all the time. Then they had the Iron Man woman match, and it was okay. It was actually, they worked really hard. I'll say this, they worked really hard. Sasha got a nosebleed. They went to 2-2 draw, which Sasha couldn't hold on for 3 seconds left. Like, god damn it. Come on, I hate it when they do that. But, I mean, it adds to the suspense, I guess. And then Charlotte won. She's undefeated in pay-per-views this year. Congratulations. And it was a good match. It was fine. But the problem was, the crowd did not give a shit. And even when it got hot, the crowd hardly gave a shit. This crowd was fucking terrible. This and Fastlane 2015, these crowds, terrible. At some of the worst pay-per-view crowds I've seen in a long time. Pittsburgh, terrible. Memphis, I think it was, terrible. Stop going to these fucking crowds. Still, Kansas City, I don't think has a great crowd where I live. But the Raw they went to where they had the fucking New Day segment, the Old Day segment. Remember that with the club? Yeah, they had that segment and we were still a better crowd than you fuckers. Yeah. And then that match was good. They tried really hard. The crowd just did not give a shit. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. My goodness. This crowd sucked so bad. The match was good, though. They tried really hard. They built it up well. But if it was in a good crowd, or even like a decent crowd, this match would have been a lot better. But this fucking crowd sucks so much. I fucking hate this crowd. Okay. I just got done yelling at my friend. So anyways, that's all I got to say. And then the finish with Jericho. They're setting up to a 4-way at Rumble, probably. That's the only thing I can see coming out of this. I just didn't like it because why would you end a main event like this? Especially, it just kind of like put a cherry on top of what was like bad about the match. And the match was like not even that terrible. It was just fucking, crowd sucked. There was no heat for like a lot of that was a problem. There was no heat, no good crowd for a lot of these matches. So yeah, that's all I gotta fucking say about the show. It was a whatever out of 10. The only thing you need to watch is the tag team match, because that was actually a really good match. That was a really good match. Everything else was just whatever. So yeah, and I'm probably missing a match. I don't even remember the match. That's how much I care. I might even be missing a match. I don't know. Maybe I'm not, and I'm just going crazy. And that's what the show has done to me. Alright, whatever, out of 10. See you guys.